Log recording. I suppose I'm going to be sending 2 links over to these guys anyway, but just wanted to get this one off my chest. It's 4:18 p.m. and it's still 11th of July 2022. Free Slurpee Day, and I screwed up my chance to get down there. And temperature is about 102. Even outside right now, there's no way in hell I'm going to be killing myself for a free Slurpee all the way at the end of where Albertsons is in Rosamond. You kidding me? Holy crap! It's bad enough dealing with this stuff. Anyway, sent a letter over to my fellow Swassers. I haven't seen these guys in a hell of a long while, since the 80s. And something happened back in the 85 graduation that I alluded to, but I had to give them a little bit more of the story anyway. So what happens when I got the 2 week vacation right at the end of high school? The chicken pox slash shingles. It still scares the hell out of me. I'm going to get that son of a bitch. Anyway, this damn shit. Kick ass on people left and right. I need to get that damn vaccination from Kaiser. I need to get off my dead ass and get over to Kaiser. Why did I take it in the first place? I should have kept the other insurance in the first place. Just to find another doctor I can go to. And maybe feel uncomfortable through them. But I thought Kaiser would have been it, and I was sold on it. I'm an idiot. Anyway, freaked out Tyra over at the graduation in 85 when I hugged her. Jean, however, there was a secretary over there. She gladly hugged me. She warmed. It's like losing a friend. She was like the Swas mom over there. She kept it running. And it was nice seeing her anyway. Back then. These days, she already passed away a long time ago. I still got fond memories of that woman. She still reminds me of my own mother. Except Tyra would not be able to deal with my mother in any century or in any other time zone. My mother never liked Tyra in the first place, apparently. So I'm going back to the memories at this point. I mean, she blamed Tyra for everything, and it was my fault, damn it. I wasn't ready or mature for this damn thing, but I thought I was, and I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot for 2 semesters, and after that, when they pulled me out of 11th grade, Ma said, "That's it. You're going. You're not going to do SWAS. You're going back in the regular curriculum." So I did the regular curriculum, and I busted my ass in that damn thing, and I damn near passed it all. I still regretted the living crap out of it. I should have gone through SWAS, but maybe it would have helped me out a little bit more in the college thing. Because going over to Pierce College during that time in '85, yes, I was made aware of how the structure of the college was. But no way in hell was I mature for this damn shit. No way in hell. No way. Well, I thought I was. She kept thinking it was going to be another stage of school for me to get into, and yes, it is. But it requires an adult thinking. I didn't have it. I was still a teenager. And not just by the age, but by the maturity level, by the attitude, by everything else I knew. I wasn't ready for college. I didn't have context and perspective. Like how many times I've kept trying to say this thing in the too many damn videos I've been doing this time. Context, perspective, context, perspective, context, perspective. There are two major things. Two major things. And a lot of people keep losing out on this damn thing. Context, perspective. Yeah, I said about 2.5 years. Yeah, well, after the year of separation, I tried to go back for one more semester, but because of the job I had at the time working over at Circuit City, full time as a cashier, screwed everything else on that one. And besides, retail usually screws up your schedule anyway. You don't have a set. It's not a 9 to 5 office job. Retail never works that way. Unless you're administration. And even then, you got a question on that one. So there was no way in hell I could have been able to do college or even business colleges because everyone else had to have their own rules, their own time schedules. I was jumping at the beds for 30 fucking years. Over 30 fucking years. And by the time I got used to the damn work schedule, I just completely forgot, just obliterated the idea that I was going to go back into college. Mom passes away. And that should have just stopped me right there from ever existing. No, David's still dealing with the shit. I mean, how many videos did I do about this one? About David and Ma, about their issues concerning about. Oh shit! I still have to fix those damn videos too. Label them and put them out there, I guess. If it wasn't for the guy over in the AA hall that spoke to my brother and me about this, if Kurt, good guy, good friend. Anyway, if Kurt hadn't said anything concerning about the education system, he was trying to set up for one particular situation over here. But then he said it was a catch. You have to keep going to school and you have to keep passing your classes. I told him about my school situation earlier on. And I guess that's where he got the idea because he was also over at the college. But he just wanted to hang out. Me, I wanted to see if I could go back into college. I wanted to see if I could go into the campus. I wanted to see how the campus would have been affecting me. I couldn't go into the classes, but I could walk around in the class unobserved, unobtuse, innocuous, walking around and trying to get the feel of Antelope Valley. Was this the right move? Was this the right time? Was this? It took me about a semester until David got to the point where he could pass the semester, and then he invited me to go with him. I went with him. I registered. I had an English class and I knocked my ass out. I may have gotten full credit, but I got a D out of the damn thing. I need to get repaired. Big time. I had to keep talking about administration about this, and counseling. That I want that damn thing off. And they acknowledged it too, as damn systems. But I wanted it off. Critical thinking and literature. The first class I get, critical thinking and literature. And worse, the formats that they used. I'm like, it was said in my college transcripts that I had taken English 101 back in the 80s. Different formats, different styles. And yes, I had to take 2 classes to get into it. And by the time I got past 101, the last English class I took was about English literature. And I was loving it. I was loving it. Because there was an author in there that got to me. Coleridge, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It's not exactly learning about the words word per word in this one here. No, you understand about the story itself. There was a lot of authors that had written what it meant to them. But I kept this story in the back of my head. And down the road I did get a text of it. Because I didn't realize this damn story was going to be my life. It was going to be talking about my life. I didn't realize that the albatrosses around my neck would be my family. Hold on one second. I'm going to do something here real fast. Yeah, I'm wasting power at this point over here, but what the hell? I need to. So, Coleridge got to me a long time ago, and I didn't even realize that the seed was already planted inside of me of how his travels, his travails, his trials and tribulations, and his realization was going to be hitting me harder than anything else in life. Hell with everything else that I've been going through regarding the job skills and everything in any other company, retail or businesses or anything. The experiences that he went through somehow was translating into me somehow. I didn't get it at the time. I should have gotten it at the time. So until I lost Ma and Dave, it was finally sinking in. It was finally sinking in. I had become the modern day mariner. Somehow, through my trials and tribulations through life, somehow, I, with a crew of whatever was with me, sailed upon the voyages of the oceans, the currents of life that I deal with, and everything else. And either something comes into my way, and I'm grateful for it, or it didn't, and I was not grateful for it. Or actually, if it did come, I was not grateful for it. But the mariner, seeing some signs that are showing problems for him, including when he hit the doldrums, and the bird kept staying around. It was never written in there, but you had to read between the lines. He had to read between the lines. He was getting ready for it. He was getting influenced. And he shot it. Now, Coleridge is just writing a story. I could write a story. But somehow in the story there are hidden things, hidden meanings, character dynamics. There are gemstones buried in the bedrock. There are meanings in there somewhere. You just have to pay attention to the damn breadcrumbs where they're going. I should have seen it coming. I should have seen it coming. Somehow or another, I inherited the ostriches. I inherited a death and put them around my neck to be reminded all the damn time of everything I'd done for my family. The weight of my mother and my brother around my neck was... Hell, you might as well just put a so many ton ball around my chain, around my neck there, and just never let me see the light of day. That's how hard I was getting hit. With the emotions, with the tsunamis, with the grief, with the guilt, with regret, with anger, depression. My God, it was a free-for-all. Still is. And I had a hard time trying to talk to people about this. This is why I do the videos in the first place. My life. And the mariner. And he gets to have his neck snapped off or his back broken. Dragging it. All that guilt and sorrow. And in the story he sees his crew go away, die off, while two fates gamble for his life. And the only thing that spared his ass was he was finding some kind of sea life, and somehow he blesses it unaware. He blesses it unaware. he finds a level of humanity, of compassion, of empathy. And that's what changed everything for him. And it hurts like hell because while he's wearing the damn rock, I'm crying my eyeballs out. See, I don't have to wear the damn ball around my neck or the chain. I get the emotional triggers and I get the activators at this point over here that put me through that. That make me feel even more and more useless. Mariner was grateful and he was consigned to tell his story for the rest of his days. I felt like I was in the same damn situation with mine. Who the hell is going to tell the story about me, about my mother, about my brother? Nobody. I was a writer in the family, a theoretical writer. I wrote stuff but never had to publish. I never had the courage to do so. I was afraid that somebody's going to be screwing the damn thing up, getting the credit or worse. It's not the story I wanted. Someone else's version of it. Someone tried that once. Pissed me off that I never wanted anyone else to see the damn thing, but I needed to. I still need to. Just for me. If I was doing this right. And then again, every time I kept looking at the stories and I was confronted with the characters again, wondering how come I haven't. Fear. Shame. Allowing other things to take over. Stories that should have given me some uplift. Should have given me some courage to keep going forward. That my back was always covered. I look at my surroundings at this point over here and I may be grateful enough, but sometimes I feel like I'm cursed. And I know that's my own damn head going. That's my own damn head going. How come I couldn't tell anybody? Really? That's why I referred them over to the damn channel in the first place. You want to know what's going on with me? You really want to know what's going on with me? You watch the damn videos. Take a video or two. See what's going on. See how I'm reacting. Because I can tell you that when I'm lucid enough, when I'm able to be thinking and my back and my neck are not killing me as much, I'm able to communicate effectively to people. But hell, I haven't got anybody to communicate effectively to, so that makes me screwed up. And every time I keep doing the camera angles, it's usually where I'm sitting right now. This used to be my brother's seat. I used to sit on the other side of the table watching him. Hang on a second. Okay. My big brother, David Shaw. Smoker like crazy. Recovering alcoholic. Caregiver. Best friend. United States Navy SEAL. This is the guy I grew up with. This is the guy who always had my back. This is the guy who taught me a lot of things. Firstborn. I wish he was still alive, but he isn't. Too many videos I've written or created talking about Ma and then David. The ones that you see the pictures on the cabinet. And that lady, I know that Tara would remember. Yeah, she would remember you too if she was alive. But then again, I had to tell Ma I'm still responsible. It wasn't Tyra's fault, it was mine. No, she held Tyra responsible. She was like that. She had no high school and no college. And yet, she could teach accounting and tax work to the people at a college if she only had a college degree, because she had that intimate work knowledge of it. She was taken from her home during junior high, about 8th or ninth grade. Never completed it. She had courses going through H&R Block where she had gotten her professional certifications of being a tax expert. She had worked at different jobs that got her an expert regarding being an accountant controller. She was very proud of it too. But she was more proud when she got her own business going concerning about tax work. Bad for a lady who never graduated out of high school or college. She didn't boast about it much. She didn't talk about it a lot much, but she did have, at one time, a healthy enough clientele. But at the end of her days, like I had been experiencing with my own damn grief, she had been experiencing it over a lifetime. It took her, slowly but surely, a slow death. You try doing that yourself. Caregivers. I don't knock against them. I salute them. I celebrate them. I'm one of them. Anyway, how things are going right now? Hot as hell outside. I'm not taking her out again for another couple of more hours until it gets cooled off out there. It is too hot. But for dinner tonight, I'm not thinking pizza. I am not thinking pizza. I had thought burritos and I got indigestion after damn things. I could go for hamburgers at this point. Fix a couple of hamburgers for dinner. Fix fries for that one. But, meanwhile, I can't tell you. This particular video is probably going to be going out to the other guys. This is usually how I talking to people left and right. Look, this isn't easy enough for me to talk about to people about this. When I'm trying to talk to people on Facebook, it's one thing, and most of the time these days, I'm going into grief pages and sharing my experience, strengths, and hope regarding the dealing with the grief situations. I'm getting more and more experience in this situation here. Concerning about the writing, I'll wait until I get back into campus next term. I got an English professor I'm going to be getting into her class, and we're going to see and have a nice discussion concerning about a potential writing career, if any. In the meantime, I got to do everything else I can to pass the damn class, and not take off for this particular professor. Long story on that one. For everybody else, I'll see the rest of you zombies later. A little bit later tonight, usually around the midnight hour, start burning the oil again. I'm getting really sick and tired sometimes of the sleep cycles. It pisses me off even further that I can't even get past this damn thing. I mean, ever since I started grieving for Ma back in 2013, I never had a 68 hours sleep after that. It's always been broken. And since I lost David in 2018, everything's become worse. Now, I know doctors are kind of probably a wonder cure for that one, or maybe some kind of drug to help alleviate the damn thing a little bit. The potential of melatonin. I'm like, oh, terrific. Turn me on the drugs. Like, why don't you? Why don't we get some soma and space out? Think we're alpha, betas, deltas, gammas, then garbage afterwards. No thanks. No thanks. Not this kid. I'll deal with it. I'll fight it in my own way. I learned how to be a fighter in one way and another. Not just pushing or pulling on people's buttons. I can still do that. But the thing of it is, it's still my health at this point over here. I don't want any damn MD screwing me over one way or another. I already had them tried. Not again. Not again. Ciao.